Welcome to Bourbon and Baby. My name is Jay, this is Max, and today we're going to talk about how the coronavirus is affecting us, and I want to hear also how it's affecting you. So I had an idea to make a kind of a coronavirus bourbon video probably about a week and a half ago, and at that point in time I still kind of was more along the lines of not necessarily joking about it, but didn't quite grasp the seriousness of it at that point. I decided against making the video because it is much more of a serious topic, obviously, than I would have believed to have been at the time. So I wanted to make this video just to talk about how some of the effects it's having. Max and myself live in Ohio, so some of the things that are happening here around us and kind of what's going on with all that. So first things first, I just kind of want to go through some of the closures we've seen around here. Our governor declared schools to close for 3 weeks, starting this week. So all of our local schools will be closed for at least the next 3 weeks, and with the likelihood that they may not even reopen for the rest of the year. So that's going to be interesting for a lot of families. Obviously Max isn't in school yet, so it doesn't affect him, but I know I have a lot of friends and family members that do have kids in school, and how is that going to affect them, and you know, childcare, being home with them, things like that. Also, one of the biggest things that happened at the end of last week was basically the cancellation of all sports. It started kind of with the NBA, and then the NCAA tournament announced that it was going to be canceled, and the NHL is suspended its season. You know, so keep going. The Major League Baseball stopped spring training and has pushed the start of its season back indefinitely now. So, and you know, when something like that has so much money based around it, if at any point, you know, anybody was skeptical of how big of a deal this whole thing is, I think when you see things like all those sports getting canceled, it really puts things into perspective. Because if it were just some type of hoax or not that big of a deal, the industries involved in sports wouldn't be losing out on billions of dollars if it wasn't serious. Just recently, as of a day or two ago, here in Ohio, our governor declared all restaurants and bars to close. Now, you know, if a restaurant can have any type of to-go or carry-out service, they're allowing them to do that, but to not actually have any sit-down or congregation areas, which does affect me because I do have a part-time job as a bartender. So now that second source of income for myself, that nice little bit of bonus money that helped out, especially with having a kid, now that's going to be cut off for, you know, who knows for how long. There's been no timeline as far as just that they're going to be closed indefinitely. Some of the other things that have recently been closed here in our state: indoor water parks, gyms, trampoline parks. They're trying initially any large gatherings. That number initially started at 100 or less, and is now been adjusted to 50 or less. Some retail stores are closing. That hasn't been mandated, but some are. We're seeing colleges and universities moving to an online form of school for the remainder of the year. And like any type of local events, like local races, or even the Boston Marathon, which isn't local to me, but such a big event has been pushed back, I think rescheduled to September, which usually takes place in April. So, and that's just happening in all different types of aspects of life. So it's definitely having a big effect. All right, so luckily for me and my family, we haven't been affected too much yet. My main job, I work from home, so you know my job there hasn't been affected, which is great. My wife's job is moving to more or less kind of a work from home, limiting the time in the office. So she'll be home more during the day as well. So it hasn't had a big major effect on us. Like I said, I can't work my second job now. So other than that, that's the only major effect it's had on us. Max isn't in any school or programs, but Easter's right around the corner. We were going to do some Easter egg hunts and things like that, and all of those activities have been canceled. We won't be able to take him to like any type of library story time or anything like that, which is unfortunate. But at the end of the day, that's not as big of a deal. Obviously, especially since our work and our lives aren't being affected. The one major effect it has had on us, so right before the crap really started hitting the fan and all the sports leagues and school getting canceled, we had gone grocery shopping and we didn't load up on things. We just bought enough to get us through that weekend. We didn't buy toilet paper. So now, thanks buddy. So now when we just recently tried to go grocery shopping, luckily most of the stuff was in stock that we needed, but toilet paper. So we are running low, but we have friends that have extra we have friends and family members that have extra if we need it. But what Max and I were curious about is, how is this affecting you? Has your job been affected? Because I do know a lot of people that do work in service industry jobs who their jobs are literally shut down right now. So yeah, tell me what's it like where you live, whether that's here in the States or somewhere else. What's going on there? What are things like? What's being done? Are you seeing a lot of places closed like we're seeing here? If you have kids and schools are closed, what are you doing? What are you doing with your kids? Are you able to be working from home? Do you have that type of job? And what type of challenges does that present to you to try to work from home and have your kid home as well? Because I know a lot of parents are trying to still educate their kids while they have them at home from school right now, and that has to be difficult to try to do that and also potentially work from home. So yeah, let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate kind of hearing how this has affected all of you. If you have been affected, is there anything that anybody can do to help? Make sure you put that in the comments below as well. On that note, if any of you want to help us out here at Bourbon and a Baby, some of the things you can do to help us out is, first and foremost, subscribe to the channel. I know that sounds like a super easy solution, but to potentially become monetized on YouTube, I have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. So the closer that I could get to that goal would be amazing. And then after that, just watch our videos, because also on top of having so many subscribers, you have to have so much watch time. So if you're stuck at home bored, please subscribe, watch our videos, tell your friends, and hopefully we can, Max and myself can make a little bit of money off of YouTube at some point. It won't be much, but every little bit would help. And the last thing you can do for us is we have a t-shirt shop over on Spreadshirt. If you're interested, you could buy some of our t-shirts, and that would help us out tremendously as well. All right, thanks a lot for watching. If you haven't already, like I said, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, tell your friends. You can follow Max and myself on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We're at Bourbon and a Baby. And last but not least, check out our shop on Spreadshirt. I'll throw the link in the description below.
Bye.
Here we go. Bye.